Good morning. Welcome to another exciting edition of the American Canadian pre-race show. I'm your host, Joshua Lee Jaguar. And of course, we got a familiar voice that's been absent over the last 5 weeks. He is back with us again, aka Clemson's back in the house, the driver of the number 22 Ford Mustang. Welcome back, and thank you for joining us on this cold on this cold morning right here. How you been doing, Si? Alrighty, it's good to have you back with us after. It's good to have you back after a 5 weeks of after a good 5 weeks of suspension. What have you taken in the consideration on getting ready for tonight's race? It is 134 laps here tonight here at Kansas. It's the day race because last time we was here we raced the night race. So tonight will be at the day race. So how's it feel to be back in that Ford Mustang and that 22 Ford Pennzoil Mustang going into tonight? Going into tonight, do you got high expectations, or are you thinking about just racing your race tonight?
What are you doing, Ian? Oh, what are you doing? Oh, what are you doing?
Right.
Oh, he's flying that box around.
Alrighty, last weekend we was at Michigan. Congratulations to Ken, the driver of the number 12 Ford Mustang. He won the Michigan race. Your stage 1 winner was Hangover, Ken, Jaguar, Daly, Bruce, Bulldog, Tar Heel, Copper, and Simon. Your stage 2 was Daly, Simon, Ken, Bulldog, Tar Heel, Jaguar, Bruce, Copper, and Hangover. Your points. Congratulations, I did not get the official results because of an engine problem that I had. So I did not get the official results, but your points going into tonight for Kansas Motor Speedway. Hangover's got a commanding lead with 1,360, Tar Heel with 1,248, Jaguar with 191, Bruce with 1,071, Simon with 979, Bulldog with 914, Clemson with 692, Dylan with 644, Copper with 199, Ken with 113, and Mike with 57. That is your points going into tonight's race. It is a 134 laps times 2, 50% race. And after Kansas, we will be going to, let's pull the second half of the schedule up. Let's see, where we going? After tonight, we will be going up to the Poconos, where I heard it was snowing over the last couple of weeks. So hopefully the snow does not affect our racing for next Sunday night at Pocono, up in the Great Poconos. After that, we'll be back at Richmond, Daytona night race, Charlotte Roval, Martinsville under the lights, Dover, Texas, Vegas, Vivas Las Vegas. And season finale will be at Phoenix International Speedway in the next couple of weeks. We are very excited to announce we're still working on the 2024 truck schedule that will be starting up after the conclusion of Phoenix. After the championship race, we will be taking at least 2 weeks off to get everybody dialed in for the new truck season series. That would be a full 100% race times 2 with relaxed slash, well, either relaxed or strict cautions. I believe it's going to be on relaxed cautions. But that will be a full 100% races in during the truck season. Truck schedule, actually. Now, last time we was here, we actually had a pretty good, decent crowd going into last time we raced here, and I believe you raced here at Kansas too before you had to be sent to the NASCAR hauler. What is everybody's anticipation going into tonight's race? Yes. All right, who would your driver to be? Who would that be? That driver that's looking outside, like Simon Bulldog. I mean, we already had 2 new winners. The Mike at Road America, and we had Ken winning at Michigan. Them 2 guys are locked into the playoffs. The other drivers coming in. What do you see them trying to do? I know Simon's desperately needing a win going into tonight's race for Kansas. You see that 48 car, that 48 car. Do you see him making a move to the front early in the race? All right. You said you touched on a good thing. You're more worried about points right now. You're more focused on trying to get back in that rhythm and trying to not to make NASCAR mad at you and everything. What you said, you're trying to impress NASCAR since you're back. You're trying to make them not regret what you did and everything. You're trying to show them, like, all right, I learned my lesson. I'm back. I know what I can do and what I can't do. Now I'm on a thin line. But put that aside. Is the 22 car ready to try to get to the front tonight? That's the question right there. Is the 22 car ready to push himself up to the front tonight and to be less aggressive tonight? Right. All right. Like I said, we got seven different winners. We're still looking for that 8th winner right there going into tonight. You think there'll be a different winner, or you think it's going to be the same driver that's been winning, like Hangover? I know Tar Heel. He's hungry for another win. He's only got one win under his belt. You think that 9 car? You think the 9 car is going to be strong enough to come through the field? Depends on how qualifying is tonight. You see that 9 car staying up in the top 3, top 2 tonight? All right. If you was Simon going into tonight, he's got a couple of stage wins under his belt. If you was the 48 team, had a couple of stage wins, what would you be telling yourself to try to hit that next stride right there to try to win here at Kansas, with Kansas being a 1.5 mile track? How would you approach that situation, knowing that you got Hangover, Jaguar, the 12, the 1 car, the 9 car that you have to worry about, and the 45 car. How would you take the consideration that you got to beat them top 5 drivers right there? What would you be trying to think of? Different pit strategy or trying to stay with them tonight if you was the 48 car?
217, 417, 417.
Right. I mean, I talked to Bulldog. Let's see, it was Thursday after I got back from Georgia and everything. I was talking to him, and he's like, the only way we were talking, and he was like, the only way the 41 car is going to be able to get in the victory lane is by pit strategy, trying to stay ahead, try to pull a rabbit out of the hat and everything. And I get where the 41 car is coming from. I get where the 48 car. I get where the drivers that ain't got to win. They're on a different playing field than what the drivers are that's already locked in. And I was like I told the 41 car, I was like, the only way you're going to be able to beat the competition is that you got to outsmart you got to outsmart these 5 drivers right here, because they're known to pull something. They're known to get their car settled in. Once they get their car settled in, they're golden. But it's also, you have to outsmart these guys early in the stages right here. You can't pit too early. You can't pit too late and everything. You got to find that right adjustment or that right pit strategy to consider on what the car is doing for tonight's race. And I mean, there's things that the 19's been trying to figure out. I mean, the 19's car's been strong, but he's not been able to finish what has been going on in qualifying. He had a good qualifying run and can't put the icing on the finishing product because, yeah, he's got 4 wins. But it's also he's still, I mean, I hate to be picking on the 19, but the 19's really got to figure out something quick, too, because he's among the drivers that are picked to be in the Final 4 right here, going into Phoenix. He's still having some darn head-scratching adjustments that he has to figure out. He's in the situation right here. He's had a good couple of weeks, and he still hadn't been able to come up to finish up the results that he's been wanting. He's been falling short, and I mean, we talked to the 19. 19 is saying we don't know what we're doing right now. We're still trying to piece out the pieces. I don't know what happened after we won 2 races back to back. I don't know what's going on with our team right now. I don't know if we're going through a slump or we just not hitting speed right now. I mean, the 19 car's got speed, but if the driver's saying he ain't got speed, then he ain't got the speed right now. So that's a big question mark that the 19 is going to be having to watch right there. Everybody's got to watch out for that 19, because if the 19 starts slipping, that's going to leave the door open for to whoever's in front of him to get into that Final 4 spot. And that 19 better get his act together, because that 19 is a favorite to go into the Final 4. So take the consideration the 19 is on thin ice right now, trying to find speed in that number 19. And I don't think he's going to be in contention for the win tonight. And I hate to say this, but the 19, I don't think the 19 will be in the top 5 tonight. And I would hate to say that, but the 19 won't be in the top 5, top 3 tonight if he don't find a way to get up there tonight. If he qualifies good, then yeah, he'll be up there. But if he don't qualify good, then he might as well just go ahead and finish in the top 6 if he for all he cares. Because right now, him and his crew chief are bashing each other right now. But that being said and done, go right ahead. Alrighty. We're going to go here to the leaderboard right here for Kansas. The personal best for Jaguars is a 30.768. Y'all seeing this right here like I am. I mean, you're saying you're hitting a 31 point what? Alright, so you're basically 300ths off the pace from Jaguar in the top 10 in the leaderboard right there on the daily board. I mean, it's going to be about staying in the draft here. I mean, Kansas is a great track for the rookies right here because it's going to be set on it. It's a driver's track, and like I said, if I was like one of the non-playoff contenders, if I'm trying to get into the playoffs, this would be the track I'd be trying to outsmart every darn body because that high grip is going to be working. You know, people is going to try to drive that middle line, but that high line is going to be the where to go. And I don't like the high line. I like to ride the bottom line, the middle line, unless I have to ride that high line. If I don't have to ride that high line, I'm going to stay in that bottom lane throughout the race right there. Yeah, I might end up giving up positions, but I'm saving tires right here and riding that middle lane right there because if you ride that high line, your tires are going to get eaten up they're going to getting eaten up quick. I mean, that's the God honest truth right there. I mean, you have to think the unexpected here tonight. Cautions, fuel strategy. You got to know when you're going to pit and when you should not pit. But the best advice, don't gamble on two tires because two tires will not cut it tonight going into tonight's race right here. And, I mean, I'm hearing people saying, oh, if it came down with a late caution with 5 laps to go, I'm going to take two tires. Well, if you take two tires, everybody else is going to take 4 tires. And that's what's really going to put the fine line right there. Who takes 2 tires if we have a late caution going into stage 1 with 6 laps to go? Say if we get a late caution in stage 1. Who's going to take the gamble on taking 2 tires? I don't think nobody's going to take 2 tires on this one tonight. I mean, yeah, 4 tires. I mean, hold on. This is a prime example right here. If I was the 22 car, and I hate to use this I hate to say this, I hate to use you as an example. If you need playoff points, and I'm just using this. It could happen. But if you was in that situation right there, say with 5 laps to go, you had a late caution, and that leaves us with 2 laps to go. I would be thinking playoff points. All right, who's going to take 2 tires? Who's going to take 4 tires? You know your playoff contenders are going to probably take 4 to 2 tires. But if I was like Bulldog, you, Bruce, Simon, I would be taking 2 tires if it came down to 2 laps to go. And if it came down to 5 laps to go and the caution came out, that would leave you 2 laps to go. I would take 2 tires to gamble to see if I could get a stage win. And that's what anticipates the entire race right there. If you would take, if I was like I said, if I was one of them 5 drivers that don't have a win or a playoff or a stage win, I would be taking 2 tires to basically try to get a playoff point, basically. That's one thing I would do. I would at least try to get a stage point just to secure myself ahead of everybody that does not have a stage win. I know Simon's got 2 stage wins. Bulldog's got a stage win. I mean, exactly. Like Bruce just messaged, it depends on the percentage. I would stay out. Gamble, gamble, gamble.
You don't need that.
Exactly. I would have. Perfect example right there, Bruce. And I like that right there. It depends on your percentage of your tires right there. I would have gambled. And I give Bruce that. I would literally say I would gamble on that right there. I mean, I would literally gamble on that right there. But, guys, this is a big shout-out, before we go into Rack 'em and Stack 'em, a big shout-out to the Winning Big Diecast Auctions. You can find them on Facebook. It's called the Winning Big Diecast Auctions. A big shout-out to them. A big shout-out to Blair right there. And I got permission to say this. I mean, I am associated with the Winning Big Diecast Auctions. A big shout-out to them. And a big shout-out to K&K Diecast Community. You can find both of them on Facebook, so check them out. You will not be disappointed right there. So, yes, check them out on Facebook. It's the Winning Bid Diecast Auction on Facebook and K&KS Diecast Community. A big shout out to them guys right there. And let's see, one more sponsor. Morgan's Collection. Go check them out on Facebook. A great people right there. So, yeah, go check them out. But now, this is my favorite time of the series right here. It's Rack 'em and Stack 'em, where we choose Stage 1, Stage 2 overall race win for tonight's race. Clemson, since you are back, I'm going to let you choose your Stage 1, your predictions for Stage 1, Stage 2 overall race win tonight. Who is your picks for tonight's race? And all right, before he goes to I want to defend Jaguar on this one. Jaguar has struggled here at Kansas. Last time we raced here, he finished. Hold on. I got to go. I'm going back to the results. Let's see. I got to go back and look at the results for this one. Because last time we was at Kansas, I really have to go back for a good while for this one. But yeah, go ahead and pick your Stage 2 while I'm looking this up right here. Oh, okay, Ken. The number 12 car. Alrighty. And overall race win. Charlotte. Darlington. Alrighty. From the last time we was at Kansas, Hangover got the win. Jaguar ended up finishing second in that race right there at Kansas. So he is actually precise on that one right there. So, all right. So Stage 1, he says Jaguar. Stage 2, Ken. And who do you say overall race win? All right, so Tar Heel will get. He is picking his officiated his other partner in crime right there. Tar Heel will be the race winner. All righty. My Stage 1 winner, I would have to go with Hangover. I'm going to give Hangover the stage win. Stage 1 win. Stage 2,
Can't go third.
I got to give it that. I want to also say I'm actually going to flip on this one right here. I say Jaguar ends up getting stage 2 right here. And yeah, I know I said that he probably wouldn't be finishing in the top 5 or top 6 tonight, but stage 2, Jaguar gets it done. Wins stage 2. Overall, to be honest with you, I hate to pull a rabbit out of my hat right now, but I would like to see that 48 car to get in the victory lane. If he don't, I say that number 12 car goes back to back because he won at Michigan. He's on fire. That number 12 car looks fast. So I give it to Ken tonight as my overall pick if Simon does not win tonight. It could surprise me to see Hangover win. I mean, Hangover's hungry after what happened last time when we was at Michigan. He blew an engine. And I think tonight would be his night that he redeems himself to come back and wins tonight. So I give it either to Ken, Hangover, or Simon tonight. I don't see the night team being in victory lane. If he does, he's pulled a rabbit out of his hat. And he's learned from it. So, yeah. But, guys, thank y'all for joining us on this cold morning. Until next week, we will be at Pocono. We will be back here next Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. Well, 10:30. Shoot. Actually, I have to do the pre-race show a little early due to the 24 hours of Daytona being on next weekend. So I'll probably either wait till the 24 hours of Daytona goes off and I'll do the pre-race show, or push it back till about 6:30, 7 o'clock next Sunday afternoon. Depends. But congratulations to all y'all. Thank y'all for what y'all do for us. Until then, we'll see y'all next Sunday at the Great Poconos. Until then, we'll see y'all then.